So I'm just back from a residents meeting with people from the Holtdale estate in Holt Park and Holt Park more widely. I'd like to thank first of all Mark Burns-Williamson, who attended this evening in his role as the Police and Crime Commissioner and the Labour candidate, to talk to local residents about the concerns they've raised with me and my team over several months again and again and again about drug related issues. And Mark's taken on board those frustrations, which were clear throughout the group, and is going to speak operationally in terms to the police and see what the feedback is, and obviously make sure that their concerns are raised. And I look forward to receiving that feedback and passing it on to local people. But there was something else that came out tonight's meeting, something that ran through the issue why we raised the meeting, which was a general frustration. I don't want to say anger, but yeah, definitely frustration. This was a community that wants the best for its young people. It doesn't want them to go into crime. It doesn't want them to waste their lives in things in terms of drugs. They want them to have the opportunities that allows them to prosper. And a thread that ran through everything, a need that ran through everything, was facilities. Where do these young people go to blow off steam in a correct, constructive way? Where do they develop those common bonds of community with other people? Where do they experience things that, help them grow as people? What facilities are there for them? And you know what? There was anger. There was frustration that they felt they weren't there. And that's so disappointing. That's so disappointing that that community has felt so let down. Because where there is a will, there is a way. And, it's the job of local officials to, bring together people, to facilitate, help them understand how to access funding, help them to understand how to run an organisation, to bridge the gap and bring groups together. And that's clearly not been happening. And all this fantastic energy and drive, this hope and aspiration for a community, isn't being realised. Not because the people of the community don't care, because they clearly do, but because maybe the structural support, the political will, has not been there. And I was speaking to the Labour guys in the branch after the meeting, and I said, whatever happens in May, this is something that as a local party we must grab hold of and support, not for political gain, but because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to support young people. It's the right thing to allow all that aspiration to be achieved. I look back at when I was younger and I had a youth club and I had activities, and I came from a council estate, and I think if I hadn't had those opportunities, I probably wouldn't be here now doing a video because I'm going forward for election, because it did help me see a different world. It did keep me out of trouble. So much to think about, so much to do to help that community realise the potential it wants to reach. So yeah, a lot for me to think about, and thank you so much to the residents that spent that time and had that conversation. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to Mark for coming as the Police and Crime Commissioner, and again listening to residents and their concerns.